going to be... I think David Finley's good. I think he's good. I think he's rough. I think he's I think he's a little bit rough. But I think he has potential. I think that New Japan Young Lions class is probably one of the best in terms of building from scratch that they had that any company has had in a while. Because they don't really, in that top 4, they really don't have any big established stars. I do think David Finley will probably be a good talent in the future. Has an opportunity to be an upper mid-card guy. But let's see if he can actually get to that level. He's working hard, and that's always good from the work hard. I think he has the potential to be upper mid-card. Like Intercontinental title reign, if he reaches his full potential, which he can. However, and this is a thing, Jay White, on the other hand, is a guy who might have to break out, and I'm happy he's doing that excursion because it should make him really, really good. He should come back really, really talented, because he has a lot more potential than David Finley does, I believe. But it all depends on how he's going to do in Mexico. He's going to CMLL, I think, right? But CMLL. So yeah. Or is it CMLL, right? He's going to CMLL. Or is he going to Ring? No, he's not going to Ring of Honor, is he? Is he going to CMLL or is he going to Ring of Honor? Or is Jay White going to pull a double duty tour? Because he can do that. He can do Ring of Honor and then do CMLL later. Honestly, I'd like to see him do both if he's not. I'm getting confused as to who's where in this big 4. Brand split and possible calls from NXT. All right, here's my thoughts on this. Okay. But wherever he's going to fine. But brand split is going to be good and bad for people. The brand split's going to provide more of an opportunity. However, the calls from NXT will also make that opportunity kind of shrink into a smaller window. And I do think people need to be called up from NXT, but here's the problem. I don't think it'll help a lot of these guys that are already, possibly with their foot out the door. We've all been talking about Ryback and how he could be leaving. I don't think a brand split will cause him to stay. If he's going to leave, he's going to leave. I also think, even though it will give opportunity for guys like Dolph Ziggler, by the way, Dolph Ziggler is part of an interesting storyline with Corbin, but it's not making Dolph Ziggler look strong at all. It is giving him something to do, but if the brand split does not come out and give him something to do and have him look actually, good, he might be having more issues there. And he might also be one of those guys on that if he wants to leave the league. It all depends, and the call-ups for NXT are going to happen either way, but it depends on how much you're going to call up. I don't think they'll call up that many, but you can never be too sure. And I do think that when New Japan, when WWE does other stuff, they'll start calling up the guys from they'll start having the Cruiserweight Classic guys come up and wrestle on NXT for the actual shows. It's Elgin versus Naito. Thank you. Fuck. Shit, I'm saying a lot because I can't process the words. I think we'll see Cruiserweight Classic guys go on NXT. Ryback's gone. Huh. How long did that take? Must have been earlier this week, right? Did he leave earlier this week then? Because I haven't been paying attention really. I haven't paid attention to Raw or SmackDown or anything. Are you saying that they... Well, I mean, I can see why. Because they're kind of at a point where they might overfill the rosters. And, you know, not give anybody time to shine. So, the question is, how many people are actually going to leave? Because this brand split could either be their best friend or their worst enemy. Okay. Yeah. Is Tozawa signed yet? Is Tozawa signed yet? Because the guy, he's a guy I think that...
Fight.
Okay. If Tozawa's signed, that's good for him. Okay. This might be a shocker, but on the case of Ryback, I think he was completely in the wrong company. I think Ryback was in the completely wrong company, and I think WWE is not in there. I think WWE is not where Ryback should be. And I really hate to say this, but let's make a comparison here. When it comes down to it, Ryback is kind of like Michael Elgin, but like a more, God, it's hard to call him this, a more blocky, awkward version of Ryback. I mean, Michael Elgin. Ryback is the more blocky, awkward version of Elgin. He's better when he's in a company where, you know, he can be stiff. And I think Ryback fits better in a company that lets him be stiff. And I think WWE was not, yeah. So, I'm hoping. But the question is, what's a stiff enough company that will have Ryback on their roster? I don't see him doing TNA, though he could if he wanted to. I don't see him being that much of a fit in TNA, though he could if he wanted to. I don't see him... Ring of Honor is a possibility, better possibility than him fitting than TNA. But it's at a point where I want to see Ryback go to Japan. I want to see Ryback in Japan. I want to see Ryback in Japan. Now, New Japan, not necessarily, because we already have our big strong guy, Michael Elgin. But, you know who needs a big strong singles star? Big strong singles gaijin that doesn't have one really? Pro Wrestling Noah. I think Pro Wrestling Noah could do well with Ryback. I don't know. And don't tell me Jonah Rock's that big man. Fuck Jonah Rock. Jonah Rock's okay, but I was just like, I'd rather have Ryback. Lucha Underground would be nice, but you gotta put... Ryback's gotta be a monster. Either, no matter what promotion that Ryback goes to, he's gotta be that small, I mean not that small, but that medium-sized angry monster that just like lariats the fuck out of everybody, and they've gotta learn how to take a fucking lariat, because fuck you if you don't know how to take a lariat. Cliffy, I wouldn't say that because it's probably likely that he's going to end up in TNA. And I hate to say this, but TNA has this thing where they do take old stars and they sign them without thinking, and they do that all the fucking time. And they've done it, and they've done it, and they've done it. But speaking of other wrestlers that are released, I've already talked about Wade Barrett, and I think he should go to New Japan. And I'm talking about how I think Stardust should, I mean, Cody Rhodes should also go to New Japan. At least for, dude, I would like to see Cody Rhodes in New Japan for 2017's G1, or at least for something against Shibata. Oh god, dead! 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 Fucking dead! No! He no-sold. What the fuck? Shit. What the fuck? Dead! 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 What the fuck? Naito should be dead. Naito should be fucking dead. Okay. Don't you Okay, shit. What the fuck was I on? TNA is in a weird process because I still think, and despite all, I think Jeff Hardy did a lot of damage to TNA, and I honestly think he should have been fired long ago. But that's just my opinion. Release wrestlers? Okay. Barrett, New Japan. Cody Rhodes, Ring of Honor / New Japan. Adam Rose. Adam Rose. It's hard to pick Adam Rose. Adam Rose TNA, because they're gonna pick him up. Something's gonna happen there. He has to be picked up there because I don't see him going anywhere else. It's either that or he fucking retires. I said Ryback can go to Japan, go to Noah. Shit. I really need a full list of releases because I can't remember all of them. It has been cool, but there's a big flaw. Here, Sandow. Sandow would be perfect in Ring of Honor because I think the intellectual heel character would be awesome in Ring of Honor. Fucking hell. And Hardy did do damage to TNA that they're still trying to fix. He has done damage to that company that they're still trying to fix. And if he's cleaned up now, he's still done way enough damage to the